Good night, everyone, and welcome to the Juanpo Fallon Show. Tonight, we are going to talk about four very important topics. Our first guest of the night is going to talk us a little bit more about hydraulic fracturing and how is it affecting our ecosystem. Good night, Dr. Sal Brandon.
Now, hydraulic fracturing, or better known as fracking. It works by drilling the surface onto the bottom of the earth. This helps pressurized water is injected by the pipe and generates cracks. These cracks are kept open by the chemicals on the water. So the gas or petroleum can be extracted by these cracks and get off the well.
Wow. And why is this technique used so much?
This technique is used so much because it is very, very effective, really. Uh, as I told you, the cracks are kept open by the chemicals of the water. There are no costs, the costs and the expenses are lower than a typical petroleum well, and you can extract either gas or petroleum very easy.
Wow. And is this technique in any way dangerous?
This technique is very, very dangerous for the environment. As you know, there are some pure water reserves on the bottom of the earth, right? This is pure water. Petroleum opens cracks, right, to get gas or petroleum. But this water can get through the cracks and can get contaminated by the water that is injected and has these chemicals. Chemicals such as aluminium that can let the water to be spoiled. They spoil the water. So I believe personally, fracking is very effective, low cost, but it's very dangerous for the environment.
Wow. I didn't know that could happen. Have there been any cases in which the water which the people are drinking is contaminated by fracking?
Yes, Juanpo. Let's say U.S. in the middle of the United States. Let's say Texas. It's a very big oil reserve in Texas. They extract oil with fracking. Oil reserves or gas reserves are being extracted with fracking. So this water, this contaminated water, gets to this pure water reserves, or the gas, the methane, that is below the surface of the earth, gets to this pure water reserves. So when the water gets to the houses of these people, there have been cases where people can light up their drinking water, their potable water, where they wash their plates. It can be lit up.
Wow. Very sad, doctor. Very sad. Okay, it was a pleasure having you here, Dr. Sarah Randall. Thank you. Our second guest tonight is going to talk us a little bit more about what is a hybrid and what is an electric car. Please welcome Luis Fernando Turner.
Hey Juanpo, I'm very glad and excited to be here. Thanks for the invitation.
We are very excited to have you here.
Today I will share with you a little bit of all my knowledge about electric and hybrid cars.
Can you tell us a little bit what is a hybrid and what is an electric car for the ones in the audience that do not know what is this type of car?
It's very simple. An electric car is a car that doesn't use fossil fuels, but instead it uses electricity. A hybrid car is the same. It also uses electricity, but have like a combination and also use gasoline.
Wow, very interesting. Just for curiosity, do you own any electric car?
Yeah, it's a awesome car. It's time that people to take conscious and start to save the planet.
Can you tell us a little bit more how many electric cars are being used nowadays in US which are electric and hybrid, please?
There is not a exact number, but it's around like 542,000 cars in the United States.
Okay, very interesting. Can you tell us a little bit more what type of hybrid or electric cars we can find nowadays in the market?
Alright, I have two examples to give you a hybrid car. I will tell you that a Ford Fusion is a good car, is the best car in all United States of all hybrid cars. And in electric cars, I can explain you a little bit of Tesla with a video that I will show you. Tesla, the next generation of cars that will change the world. This is the car of the future. Buy a Tesla. This car will combine luxury with a fast car and an eco-friendly life. I can show you an easy way, just take my hand tonight. When you feel like you're standing still, it's gonna catch you by surprise. We think we win and start again. Hey, keep on moving. We think we win and start again. Keep on moving. This is the good fight. This is the good fight. Hey, this is the good fight. This is the good fight. Hey, this is the good fight. This is the good fight. Hey, this is the good fight.
Wow, it was a great video. Thanks for sharing us with your knowledge, Stefan.
Thank you.
Now let's go to commercials.
You know I try so hard, but I think you don't see, because I'm moving so fast. We call it rock and rolling. My weapon seems useless cause you're on to me. You are impossible to be, you're always straight controlling. Oh, 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 it's a lizard. Oh, 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 it's a lizard. Oh, 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 it's a lizard. Gonna do a voodoo dance until you feel my power now.
Hi, welcome to the Sanctuary of Virgin Mary. Hi. Oh, you surprised me praying. I was just talking to the best mother we all have, Virgin Mary. Please visit the Sanctuary of Virgin Mary. You will not regret. Yeah! Welcome back, everyone. Great commercials, isn't that right? Now let's welcome our third guest of the night, which is called Dr. Julian Salazar. Hi, Doctor. How are you?
Hi, Juanpo. How are you? Hi, everyone.
It's a pleasure having you here, Doc. Can you tell us a little bit more? What is your role in science?
Yes, Juanpo. I am a doctor and I mostly specialize in forensics.
So you examine dead bodies?
Yes, I've done it. I've done autopsies, but I'm focused mostly on fingerprints.
Wow, fingerprints. Incredible. But isn't it too difficult to work with fingerprints as they are so small?
Look, Juanpo, before talking about how do they work, how do I work with them, let's talk about what is their purpose.
And what is its purpose?
Fingerprints are used to identify two individuals, each individual, because each one of them is different.
And how are the fingerprints of each individual identified?
Look, each one of them has furrows or ridges in the skin that have unique patterns that are analyzed by a machine or by human.
Wow, it's incredible how the machines and even your cell phone can identify very fast your fingerprints.
Yes, well, nowadays machines identify these things quickly.
Very, very incredible. I have always had this question, and it's were fingerprints used in other times, or is this something that scientists created nowadays?
Oof, you have tough questions for me, Juanpo. Yes, if I recall correctly, the first the first time fingerprints were used was in ancient Babylon to sign tablets. But the first real use, the first time it was used to identify a person was in Argentina, 1928, by Juan Veutich, if I recall correctly. He identified a woman that murdered her family.
With fingerprints.
Yes.
Wow, incredible. Thanks, doctor. Thanks for sharing us with your information. It was a pleasure having you here today.
Thank you, Juanpo, for being here.
Our final guest of the night is going to talk us a little bit about his enterprise and what his enterprise has accomplished. An idea that I personally think it's amazing. His name is Elon Musk. How are you, Elon?
Hey Juanpo. Hey, today I'll explain you what my company is about. This company is called SpaceX, and it will change the way people make tourism. This will make that people can travel our solar system.
Are you kidding me?
No,
So as a common way of tourism, people can go and, I don't know, go to Mars, go to the moon. Wow. Really
yes,
incredible.
this is my dream, my idea. My team and I am working to make this a reality.
But this way of tourism seems very expensive. Can you tell us a little bit more how is it going to cost for the people that want to travel our solar system?
Yes, this is not like a ticket per person. This is renting all the spacecraft, and
Wow.
it have a cost like $35 million.
Well, I think that I don't like that way of tourism anymore. But anyway, what have SpaceX accomplished until now?
That this is the only private company that make this type of flyings.
Wow,
They telling like that.
even better. But do you think that in the future I am not going to have to pay $35 million to travel around our solar system?
Maybe in the future, traveling in space will be like today going to a supermarket.
Wow, incredible. It was a pleasure having you here. Sorry everyone, but this is the end of the show. Thank you for being with us in these 4 amazing interviews with our 4 amazing guests. And we will see in the next weekend in the next Juanpo Fallon show.